This is a video about various ways I've come up with to seal and protect little Altoids or other mint candy tins that you use as survival kits or as everyday carry kits. If you're like me, they may have dozens or even hundreds of little items inside, and they can break open and splatter all over the place if they fall from a high surface. Some people put a rubber band around them, or a few of them, and that's better than nothing, but it still can open if it's under pressure. So I'm not a big fan of using just basic rubber bands. Thicker rubber bands do better. Here's one that came, for instance, on some broccoli I bought, but still, under a lot of pressure, they're still going to open up. So that's at least better. Much better are these silicone bracelets that kids like to wear. These are much stronger. It's not impossible to open them, but much harder. I recommend this as sort of the bare minimum protection. Even better would be a Velcro strap, something like this. There's no way this is going to open up. And you can get these in all sorts of colors. This one would be good for a survival kit where you want visibility because it's fluorescent yellow. You may want to put your kit in a little pouch, something to give it some protection. This is a Neoprene pouch. In fact, this is the camera pouch of the camera that's filming this right now, a Canon point-and-shoot pocket camera. And the rubbery exterior means it's going to survive a fall quite a bit better. I show in a lot of videos a wallet. This is a Maxpedition wallet, and this can hold these quite nicely. In terms of size, it even can hold two at once, although it's a very tight fit. And the problem with this is I like to carry a lot more inside this wallet than just candy mint tins. So currently I'm carrying only one tin inside, actually the blue one. Some extra flat gear such as a space blanket and a plastic bag, some flat accessories, and carrying the other tin on the side. Not ideal. Here's another camera pouch. This one was really cheap. I bought it for under $2 at a Ritz camera, although they're going bankrupt. So it's interesting that little point-and-shoot cameras make very nice pouches for these. If you want to go upscale, you can get into these waterproof cases. This would be a fly fishing case. And I've ripped out there were two foam pucks, one on top, one on the bottom. And if you rip those out, you can just fit one of these candy tins. The only problem is now you've got protection and water resistance, but do you really want to carry this in your tight jeans pocket compared to something like this? Obviously smaller ones are going to be better. But it is interesting that you can get a waterproof seal. These are kind of pricey, maybe about $11–12. Much cheaper and really just as good are food containers that have rubber seals with clamps. These can hold candy mint tins quite nicely with a lot of protection. And there's still a little bit of extra room to put some flat accessories on top. This I bought for $2.49 at the Container Store. Not a big fan of this, but I thought I'd show it off as long as we're showing all the possibilities. This is sort of a Wits style case. This one is not Wits, it's some other brand. But I'm not a big fan of the sort of upright cases with the upright clamps. If you want to get into something really heavy duty, Otter and Pelican make some nice cases. These will hold these quite nicely. I like this clear one so you can see what's on the inside. They're really rugged, and again, who wants to carry this compared to being able to carry something as small as this in your pants? So, unfortunately, the winner is one of these, and now it's a question of how do you weatherproof it. So I've come up with a few different possibilities. One is I applied rubber tape to the top edge, and this is mimicking some tins, such as this, what do you call it, a tobacco tin. They have a silicone gasket around the perimeter, around the edge there. In theory, if it gets clamped on, or if it's a vacuum seal, which I guess tobacco tins are, I wouldn't know, I don't smoke, keeps it watertight. This rubber ring made of just black electrical tape, in theory, when it's shut and clamped shut, for instance, using something like a zip tie like this. This is a zip tie with a mounting tab, so you can also hang this on a nail or a hook, or attach this to some sort of a backpack or something like that. In theory, this is going to make it watertight, and I did some experimentation with this. I'll show some quick photos of that. So overall, I'm liking just taking your tin and sealing it actually just with a loop of black waterproof tape. Black vinyl tape works well. Electrical tape is inexpensive, easy to find. Even better still are silicone sealing tapes. These can get very pricey though. And the problem with this is it's going to eventually wear out, and you're going to have to replace it if you open it periodically. If you're making a little mini first aid kit, a little emergency survival kit, and you don't open it very often, this will make sense for long-term storage. But if you like to open it and play with it and show off what you have on the inside, that's going to be very expensive tape to use. So instead, black electrical tape works well. Maybe for a survival kit where you want something a little more vibrant, if you drop it into the dark grass at night and you want to be able to find it, you want to use something a little more visible. But for more stealth applications, I like using black. And then on the back here, I've applied camo tape, so it makes it even more discreet.